Good folks, what is up and how are you doing? This is your favorite struggling R&B producer, Valentine the Plug, and we are back with another R&B cook-up video because it is still R&B cook-ups in the fullest of effects. So the sample that I got today, it kind of gives me a Ty Dolla Sign vibe, so that's the kind of beat that we are going to be making today. So y'all going to follow me, y'all going to see me have fun, y'all going to see me break down the sample, lay down the drums, add some bass, and call it a day. So let's mosey on into FL. Alright, boom shakalaka. We are back in FL Studio and I can't wait to play out the samples. So that's the first thing that I'm going to be doing. And after that, I'm going to just do a short and sweet breakdown of how the sample came to me. Feel me? So basically, here's what happened. I was messing around on my guitar, and I just remember this super simple chord progression that I've been learning ever since I started playing guitar. I now remember that I may or may not have not tuned my guitar, but basically what I'm playing is a C minor 7 chord with an upstroke at the end. I transition into a D minor chord, and then I go to a G minor 7 chord. And that's basically it. And then I play a second variation that basically just has me playing broken chords. So you get this. It's basically that simple. So once I had all that, I immediately moved into FL Studio and I took out a cloud supply for a pad. And I took out Breakfast in Hawaii, an electric piano. And I played the same chords, but with the electric piano, I used a couple of inversions, just for a different kind of flavor. So then I went into Splice and got the vocal sample, and that's basically how I ended up, completing this sample, getting a nice vibe going on. So that's actually the relatively simple way that this sample came to be. Everything fell right into place. Simple chords, C minor 7, D minor 7, G minor 7, with some inversions, a dope vocal sample from Splice. That's basically how it came to be. And I really like this vibe. It has an easy vibe, a cozy vibe, a comfy vibe, but also a smooth vibe. And an artist that can do all of that is simply Ty Dolla Sign, man. That man is so versatile. That man just has a very profound understanding of music. So that's the kind of vibe that I want to recreate. Something that you'd hear on either featuring Ty Dolla Sign or the Beach House mixtapes. So that's what we're going to be doing. So first thing that I want to do is take out my MIDI keyboard because I want to start playing some drums. I really want to get kind of a energetic vibe going on. Not bouncy, because that's more trappy. And I know Ty Dolla Sign does trap really well. But I'm looking for, I got 150 BPM, but I'm looking for something like boom, da, 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 boom, da, boom, da, 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 boom. Something like that. So I'm going to try and work it out. Shit, I'm hoping that y'all are enjoying this just as much as I am, because I'm having mad fun with this beat. Wow. So I think bassline is up next. Then I'm just gonna go sweat the details, see what I can add in terms of percussion loops, automation, and that kind of stuff. So I'm probably gonna do a little bit of variation with bass. I'm gonna introduce two separate bass patches. One is the regular bass patch that I usually use. That's in Reactor 6. And another one is a bass patch from Analog Lab that's more growl and move bassy, because I want to add that for when the beats gets more intense, when it really picks up. So now I got my analog lab patch ready. I'm gonna copy paste the bass that I got, paste it to a new pattern, put it right here. And what I want to introduce is like a sequence where basically the drum beat fades away. You hear the percussion loop and the perks in the background. You hear part of the sample. I might just even take out the guitars like that. A little bit of intermezzo build-up before it returns right back to the part with a lot of energy. So this is a little bit of song structure that comes into play. I'm thinking of, okay, this might be a part where an engineer might even decide to apply a low pass filter with some formant shifting, some phase shifting, you know, just to make it seem like some kind of intermezzo, like a big build up towards either a big release in the form of a hook or whatever. So this is basically what it's gonna sound like right now. I forgot a little tidbit about the patch. Hold on. Yeah, like that. Obviously, I need to work that out just a little bit more, but that's the kind of thing that I'm playing with. Now, this is one of the most difficult things that you'll encounter as a producer, but often you just have to tell yourself, it's enough. I feel that the only reason why I would want to add more stuff is to impress y'all, the viewers, but I know that y'all agree with me that what I've got, it's enough. So the last final thing that I want to do is introduce some automation for my pad. It's a technique that I've been using recently. It provides enough variation. It's different enough for the listener to think that they're in a different part of the song, or that something's changing, or that something's picking up. It's even the most oblivious listener would notice it, and I think that's a cool technique to introduce, along with perhaps a doubler for some formant shifting on another effect. So those are two things that I'm going to work out, and after that we're calling it a day, y'all. So throughout the song you're just going to hear the frequency knob just modulate, you know, add more, take away a little bit more, and I want to just play with that. I want, in the part where the song really needs its energy, I don't really know, but I'm just going to have it shift between subtle and very apparent. So I'm just going to be making little sections for myself using automation, and I'm gonna just see where I end up. You know, it's a cool technique that you can use. You definitely should be incorporating it in your workflow. Definitely more automation in general, honestly, because I think that we're really sleeping on the cool things that you can do with automation. We often flock to melodies or new drums if you want to introduce a new part of the song, but automation is that dude for real though. All right, let's try and see what it sounds like right now. Ooh, that worked out really well. Okay. So I did say that I was going to do a doubler. I'm going to do that in my own free time. The effect that I want to do while you're still watching is add a tape stop. So I'm going to set up my tape stop reel here. I'm going to just make a little rectangle right here. And I'm going to add another one right here because it's cool to introduce a tape stop or a transition effect right back when you get to the part with a lot of energy, like so. Hold on, come back, baby. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic and we're gonna see what that sounds like. Needs to be a little bit more gradual. Yo, that really hits. That's really hitting. Beautiful folks, I'm so blessed that y'all got to enjoy me enjoying making this beat, and I hope that definitely at least I managed to inspire y'all along the way. I can sit here on and on, talk about how fun it is to produce R&B, but you gotta find out for yourself. But so really, just dip your toes into some R&B and then take a deep dive. You feel me? Either ways, this is the end of the video. There's not much that I can show you. I'm just gonna be tweaking this on my own free time. Thank y'all for watching the video. Please like, share, subscribe, run and tell all your friends, man. Valentine the plug in full effect, and I hope to see y'all back at the next video. Peace.